Hi, this is John Williams coming to you from my home office in Henderson, Nevada. I want to welcome you to the very first GIA Moms on a Mission broadcast. I'm so excited about today. And I have a very special guest with me, Tracy Hillis from Uvalde, Texas. She's a GIA Wellness Senior Director, and she is heading up GIA Moms on a Mission in Texas. And I'm so glad that she's with us today. Hey, Tracy, how are you?
I am doing great. I'm so glad to be with you today. How's everything?
Everything is great. I know you're here for really two reasons. One is to talk a little bit about GIA Moms on a Mission, and also to invite all of your friends and everybody you know to a very special event that's happening in your area. And what I'd like to do is, before we get to the invitation, do you think we could talk a little bit about GIA Moms on a Mission? Would that be okay?
Yes, that would be awesome.
Well, I know I'm saying GIA Moms on a Mission, but you're really a grandma on a mission, and I love it when you talk about your grandkids, and I see them on Facebook all the time. So could you tell us a little bit about what GIA Moms on a Mission is all about?
Well, to me, what GIA Moms on a Mission is about is just spreading a message of health and happiness and safety and empowering for our children. I think that it's for every single person who loves children, who wants to make sure that they grow up in a safe and healthy environment and can be all that they're supposed to be.
Yeah, I love the way you describe it. And I think the way I look at it, when I think about it, it's really about helping families thrive in this wireless age. Really, I mean, we call it GIA Moms on a Mission, but it's anybody on a mission, anybody who loves children or loves the idea of families being healthy. Would you agree with that?
I absolutely agree with that. Yes, bringing awareness to families, because it's the parents of the children who really are going to be the advocates for the wellness of their whole family. So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, and I think you probably would agree that most people across North America really haven't connected the dots yet about what wireless technology that they have in their homes is actually doing to their families from a healthy point of view, from a health point of view. And
right.
What I love about GIA Moms on a Mission is that not only are you bringing awareness, but you're also talking about solutions, things that people can do to really live that healthy lifestyle. So I mentioned that you are a grandma, and tell us a little bit about why you're so passionate about it and what it means to you and your family.
Well, I have two grandsons. Trenton is fixing to be 6, and Easton is 15 months old, and Caroline's going to be here in April. And I love my family. I mean, I've always just wanted to be a mom, and now that I'm a grandmom, I'm so much more passionate about just wanting them to be happy and healthy. And I love being with my family, and so I just like creating an environment where they can thrive in and be happy and healthy.
Well, I think it's so interesting when you think about it. They're so young, and you probably wouldn't even think about them using a cell phone or being surrounded by this energy, but it's everywhere, isn't it?
It is everywhere. It is everywhere. Yes, you see any home that you go into is equipped with computers and iPads and cell phones, and there's everywhere you look, there's something that's got a wireless technology hooked to it.
Well, I'm so glad that you are doing what you're doing to help bring awareness to this wireless issue and helping people to connect the dots. And I think the good news is that there are things that we can do to help families and what they can do for themselves to calm down the energy and to really help their children. I think that's really the passion, help their children thrive in this wireless age. Well, with that in mind, let's talk a little bit about the event that you're hosting coming up very soon. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I'm going to be hosting an event in Uvalde, Texas, which is about 40 miles from Utopia. And it is a pre-screening of a documentary that's coming out called Generation Zapped. And it is all about doctors and scientists and people like you and me who have gotten together and discovering the effects that wireless technology is having on people. And it's just bringing awareness. And I'm excited to, one of my friends has opened her home to us to be able to do the screening. And what I'm really excited about is that we not only are going to be able to bring awareness about the problem, but that we also have an amazing solution. And that is what makes me really happy. I just want to make a difference in people's lives. I want to inspire and empower people to live their best life. And so I know that I'm going to be able to do that with my team and everybody that's involved.
Well, Tracy, I'm excited about this, and I know that we could probably talk about the movie here, but why don't we show them a little bit? I have the trailer set up, so you want to take a look at that?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you.
If I ask you how much more radiation does penetrate your body today compared to like 10 years ago, is it twice as much, 3 times as much? No, it's a quintillion times more. That's a 1 with 18 zeros.
In France, they had some of the first adopters of Wi-Fi. Now they're recognizing that the Wi-Fi is potentially harmful to school children, so they're getting rid of it in elementary schools.
Could where you carry your cell phone make you sick?
Radio frequency emissions from the school's strong wireless network has triggered headaches, nosebleeds, and nausea.
Smart meters are replacing the analog meters on your home.
Some say such meters are making them sick.
Nobody has taken into account the cumulative radiation that we are all getting, especially children.
Had there been pre-market testing, cell phones never would have made it into the marketplace.
The manufacturers actually tell people in the instruction manual, which I never read, not to put the cell phone against your ear.
Radio frequency radiation are in fact cancer-causing and are perhaps a cause of neurological diseases and cognitive problems and developmental problems in children.
The wireless industry spends $100 million a year lobbying the Congress. So it's really hard to go up against the power of this industry, even when you have the facts on your side.
We urgently need more research. We have almost no U.S.-funded research in this area.
Scientists decided it was time to counter the industry claims that there is no evidence.
Good evening. The World Health Organization today said cell phones are possibly carcinogenic.
It puts it in the company of several other kinds of things like lead, as well as engine exhaust and chloroform.
These are all things that immediately will reduce your exposure. Use a wired earpiece. Concentrate on speakerphone.
A wired computer classroom will not expose your child to radio frequency radiation.
I do have a certain sense of optimism that eventually the right thing will happen, like it did with tobacco, like it did with asbestos.
Wow, I just love that trailer. And I think, Tracy, the thing, when I see it, the first gentleman, the scientist, and he says that, he asked the question, what's the percentage of increase in exposure that our families have, or we have, over the last 10 years? And he said a quintillion. I mean, I've never heard that number before, a 1 in 18 zeros. When I ask people that question, they think maybe 50% more, maybe 75% more, but my goodness, we are being exposed. And yes. I'm just so glad that we have this opportunity for you to have this event in Uvalde. And I was wondering, can you tell people who are listening in a little bit of the details, the date, the time, and how to get a hold of you?
Sure. Yes. The date is going to be Tuesday, February the 27th from 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. And seating is going to be limited because it's in my friend's home, but she has a really nice theater home. And so if you're interested in coming, I need you to RSVP as soon as possible so that I can make sure that there's plenty of rooms and seating for everyone, because we want everyone to be comfortable for the viewing of this documentary. It's going to be awesome.
Okay. And is there a way for people to get a hold of you? I know you're going to put this on Facebook and emails. Do you want to give out your phone number?
I think people should just personally message me or reply to the email, and then I'll give my information out that way. Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
Okay,
well, good. Tracy, I can't tell you how excited I am that we've had our first GIA Moms on a Mission broadcast, and I'm so glad that you were able to join me, and I can't wait to hear about all the success that comes from your event in Uvalde. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me and doing this. Y'all have a great day. Bye.
You too. Bye now.